Okay, and now to the latest in the fight against COVID-19. More than 13,000 Texans are in the hospital right now battling COVID. Just take a look at all the red on this map. I want to bring that up for you. Those are the regions that have had to roll back their reopenings because of COVID patients taking up more than 15% of hospital beds. 84% of all Texans are in areas that are rolled back, and as of Tuesday, there were only 11 adult ICU beds available in all of Dallas County. Now, the good news, we are about to see a bigger rollout of vaccines here in North Texas. I know many of you have been following that closely in Dallas County. Ellis David Fieldhouse, in Oak Cliff, and Dallas College's Eastfield campus in Mesquite will be the first two. Both locations are already being used as COVID testing sites, and the same drive-thru system will be in place. But remember, appointments will be required. Judge Clay Jenkins hopes that this will help people avoid the long lines that we've seen in Tarrant County. In Tarrant, there are plans to get the Hearst Convention Center open as a site possibly by week's end. They've distributed nearly 10,000 vaccinations so far, and Collin County has launched a partnership with cities to also assist in vaccine distribution. So we still have a long way to go here and all across the country. So for some perspective, the CDC reports that less than 5 million doses have been administered. That's out of 17 million that have been distributed. So something to keep in mind. Our digital team does update our live blog with the very latest on the coronavirus every day. You can find it on the front page at WFAA.com or as always on our app. Make sure you download that if you haven't already.